time will come soon. So we are live now. So yes, we will get started. So I think I got so many DMs like, okay, a lot of messages. Okay, so many chats here that many of you are very new for the first time you're here. So I'll just give a little bit introduction about healing and then Ho'oponopono. And then we will get started with the live experience because that is what I wanted to give you and that is why I invited you. So firstly, welcome all of you again. If you guys just joined like a few minutes back. Um, Healing is something that we all need. I hope you all know that. And many of us haven't even realized that, okay, there is this point where you need to heal. For me, it happened like 3-4 years back. That's when I realized, okay, there is something that I wanted to do, explore, and it actually started with self-love. And 3 years after that, now like last year, I started exploring more about Ho'oponopono. And that is when I actually started understanding that, okay, Ho'oponopono is also something that is related to loving ourselves. And it was so magical for me. And Ho'oponopono has given so many benefits in my life, which I cannot actually tell you, like, this is what I experienced, because so many experiences are like magic. And you just feel it inside your heart and you cannot actually bring it in your words. That is what happened in my life. And I can also say so many stories like how I cured my issues with eating food and my how I balanced my sacral chakra through Ho'oponopono and so many other things. But beyond that, there were so many magical things happened. So that is what we are going to experience here. But I wanted to just give a small story because I already told you that the first half would be a little bit of sharing what is Ho'oponopono. So many of you said that Ho'oponopono is very new for you. So Ho'oponopono is just a healing modality like any other healing tool, but this is quite different than other tools. I hope you must have heard other tools like, can you tell me in the chat if you are someone who had experienced other modalities? I think that would be kind of little interactive and I know that we are all on the same page. Somatic healing. Okay. Movement healing. Yes, I love that. EFT, hypnotherapy. Okay. Okay, Reiki, mindfulness. I think I'm missing some chats, but yeah, I can see Reiki. Okay, that's nice. So I'll tell you like shadow work. Yeah, that's nice. I think I missed some chats, but yeah, these are some of the healing modalities we all have heard. And Reiki, I think that is very common. We have heard, and I have also started my journey with Reiki level 1, and I was finding it a little difficult because we need a lot of practice and attunement and all of that. The best part about Ho'oponopono is that you need not get any professional experience or train yourself. You can heal yourself. It is like a self-healing modality, and that is the best thing that I love about this, because you don't want to wait for someone. You don't want to wait for your healer to just get healed, and you don't want to take years to actually learn by yourself. You can just learn it like right in today's session, and you can do it for yourself. You can do it for others, and you can do so many things, so many amazing things. So the story starts here, and let me talk about the story now, like how Ho'oponopono actually started. Ho'oponopono is a Hawaiian traditional healing modality. I hope you know where is Hawaii. It is in near America. It is actually a small island, and it is a wonderful place, beautiful place. Like how you see Bali, Hawaii is also such a beautiful place. And the traditional Hawaiian Ho'oponopono is something different than what I'm going to tell you today. Because earlier in those days, there were nothing like internet or, distant thing that you can, connect with people and heal. So it was always like the healer, who is called Kahuna, will organize some circles with the family members. For example, let's say family A and family B have some problems, like they have issues, and the Kahuna, who is the healer, he is called Kahuna. They will sit and they will organize that meeting. It's kind of a session, healing session, and it is based out of based on forgiveness. The ultimate thing about Ho'oponopono is based on forgiveness. So that ultimate essence is there in the traditional Hawaiian Ho'oponopono, and also like the one that we are practicing. But earlier it was all more about, one-on-one or maybe a group healing session. And the Kahuna has to be there. But the tradition was kind of, going away. And also the modern world started, developing. And there was this person who was the last Kahuna, who is said that she is the last Kahuna, she is the last healer, and her name starts with Morna, and it is a very big name, so I'll call her Morna. So she actually learned more about Ho'oponopono, and she discovered something called self-identity through Ho'oponopono, which is a self-healing modality. And she passed on this knowledge to Dr. Hewlin, and that is what we are going to talk about today. Dr. Hewlin is actually a psychologist, and he also does a lot of personal sessions with his clients. And he is kind of a modern day psychologist. You can just think about the normal psychologist. He is not in the traditional period. He passed away last year. So he is not like that traditional, and you can just imagine him like a modern day psychologist. His trademark is like he wears a small cap here, like a baseball cap. So that is his trademark. So you can just imagine a picture, and this person is a psychologist, and he also learned the self-identity through Ho'oponopono technique from Morna. And he was doing a lot of healing through emails and people, in-person sessions. If some people come, and they will do that. And this was actually it started spreading all over the Hawaiian place, that there is this doctor who is healing everybody. He is like doing kind of magic and all. And people were so curious about him. Like, who is that? Who is that? But, people can just reach. In those days, internet was not that, available, accessible for everybody. So people who can use emails or something, they will just send that, oh, hello, Dr. Hewlin, I'm suffering from so and so, and I want some, guidance or something. And he will do the healing for himself, and he will give a reply, and the healing will happen with the clients. So after hearing this, and simultaneously there was another incident that was going on, where there was this mental hospital for criminally insane patients in the Hawaiian state. So it was like the Hawaiian State Hospital, like the government hospitals we have for mentally, challenged people or something like that. But that one was very, very specific about mentally and criminally insane people. So in that hospital, there were more than 300 patients, and all the patients in the room was like they were locked in a room, just like how we see a jail system, because they can harm the doctors or wardmen or nurse. They can do anything and everything. And the whole thing about the hospital was like the energy, the vibe with the hospital was very, very bad. The thing is, anyone who goes for work, any doctor who gets newly appointed in that hospital will run away within 1 week, because of the cruelty of the, because it is not that people really wanted to hurt others. It is that the patients are like that. They're criminally insane. All these patients were like they were coming from a background, like they killed someone or they raped kids, and all those very cruelly they did this cruel activities, and then they came here. So they used to harm the nurses and everything. So the nurses or the wardmen, they voluntarily take long leave, like sick leave. And it is said that one of the nurses who got interviewed after this whole magic happened, I'll tell you what it is. It is said that nurse told in the interview, even the pains will not stick in the wall. When the patients are like this cruel, even the pains will not stick in the wall, and the whole hospital was kind of a haunted place. Sorry. So it was looking like a very bad atmosphere and all. And that is when Dr. Hewlin was appointed, and everybody started laughing at Dr. Hewlin because they know that this doctor is also something like, he will stay for 1 week and then he will run away. So everybody was laughing at him. But Dr. Hewlin told the nurses, and they arranged him a separate room. This is something that he requested. He said that I need a separate room for myself, and also all the records of the people, like what crime did they do. So as I told you guys that all these like 300 plus people, the patients in that hospital, they were criminally insane, which means they did a lot of crime like killing or sexually abusing. And that is how they came into this hospital. So just imagine like a group of 300 people who did a lot of crime and they are in one place. And what kind of emotions do you feel at this moment? Just imagine in the place of Dr. Hewlin, you're going to meet, or maybe you're not meeting anyone, but you're just sitting in a place where a lot of cruelly insane people are there. What are the emotions that you will feel, or at least the emotions that you sense when you know that like this particular person did this harm to a 5-year-old girl or something like that? If you could put it in the chat, I can just read. And this is something that I wanted to hear from you, because this is also going to help you so much in understanding how the healing works. Okay, fear. That is very true. Especially when, when we know that so many men here, they killed or they raped. It is definitely going to give so much fear, scared, and a lot of hatred and anger will also come. Yes, anxiety. Okay, of unexpected. Yeah, okay. Angry. Yeah, a lot of hatred, negative energy, depressed. And this is the reason why the whole hospital was like that. And Dr. Hewlin, he was taking each record one by one, and he was like looking at the record and reading this particular patients. Let's say, for example, patient A killed an old lady. And looking at that, Dr. Hewlin will start having so many negative emotions like, oh my God, how it happened and everything. But what Dr. Hewlin did was that he did not meet anybody. He did not meet any single patient in the hospital. He just healed himself. He healed himself, and he started seeing results outside. The other doctors started coming regularly. The nurses, the wardmen, everybody started coming regularly to the hospital. And he was like so happy. And the patients started improving. Like there were a group of patients who were getting medicines regularly. They stopped taking their medicines. And there were a group of people who were like handcuffed, because what if they run away? But even those kind of patients, they started feeling better, and they were just locked in the room. They were not running away. They were not harming anybody. And slowly, there were a lot of gradual improvement one by one. And at the end of like 2.5 years, Dr. Hewlin observed that almost many of the patients were sent back to their home because they came to their normal life, and they are not anymore. They are not insane. They are sane now. And there were like last 2 or 3 patients left. And then it is said that these patients were sent to another hospital because the hospital was like almost empty. So they decided to close the hospital completely, because Dr. Hewlin healed almost 300 patients without even meeting anyone. And also like all the nurses, doctors, and they were also happy. And this is the most shocking story that happened around that period. And Dr. Hewlin became so famous since then. So how are you feeling right now, like knowing that Dr. Hewlin just healed everybody without even seeing the patient? What happened? Like, what did he do within him? He just read the records. Every day he used to see the record, and he used to do this Ho'oponopono mantra. And then he used to clean one by one, and one by one every single day. He just does his work in his room. He will never go out. He will never roam around the ward or nothing. And sounds like magic. I think many of you are new here, so that is why I'm trying to give some excitement, because I'll tell you what happened right now. And I wanted you also to just understand that anything, I hope most of the time we believe that little things matter the most in our lives. Like the tiniest things, or someone finds little detail in you and they'll celebrate that. You'll get surprised. Like little things are the most beautiful things in our lives. And similarly, in Ho'oponopono also, like you might be thinking like, what is this? Is it like Reiki or is it like pranic healing or EFT or something? It is very, very easy. Even a small kid can do this. So that is how magical it is, and that is how simple this technique is. But you wanted to understand that these little things are something that is going to give you so much of benefits in your life and change your life 360-degree. So this is nothing but he used just these 4 statements. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. So I'll tell you like how this healing exactly happened. Dr. Hewlin read a record, and the whole concept of Ho'oponopono comes from this thing that anything that you are experiencing in your life is because you attracted it. It is somewhere inside you, and that is why it is reflecting outside. So you need not go and heal outside, you need to heal inside. So Dr. Hewlin took a responsibility that, okay, yes, I had attracted, I have anger towards people who rape kids. So I had attracted these kind of people in my life, in my reality, in my circle. Because why did they call me instead of calling someone else? So if they had called me, it means that I had attracted this. I have a lot of anger, hatred towards such people. And so he started healing himself inside. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. And this is what he did. And after doing this, like for many years, like almost like 2.5 years, like many months, I could say. And that is how the magic happened. The whole hospital was shut down. Every time when I think of this, I get goosebumps, because just imagine that one person, without meeting any patients, not giving medicines, the whole hospital was shut down. And that is what I'm going to give you, but in a different way. I'm not going to tell you that I wanted you all to chant, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. I'll definitely tell you how to use Ho'oponopono at the end of the session today. But right now, how many of you are ready to experience the magic which I experienced, and many of them experienced here? That's very nice. So right now I'll be sharing the music, and I will be giving you a lot of messages in the chat. That's very nice. I'm so happy about your excitement, and this shows me that yes, you are on the same page. So I'll just share the music in a minute, and we will slowly start the magic session that we are about to start now. Just give me a minute. So this is going to be, I'll just tell you like how it works. So this is going to be a beautiful meditative experience, and all you need to do is just repeat these sentences after me. You need not do anything else. Just repeat this sentence after me one by one. And obviously, you guys need some tissues next to you if you're someone who is very emotional. And before that, how many of you had happy tears? And how long it's been? Do you guys want to experience that again today? It will definitely make you happy. Obviously, you might cry. If you're someone who is very sensitive and emotional, you would definitely cry. And so I really wanted you all to bring your tissues or a towel next to you. But whatever happens, please do not open your eyes. Promise me that you will stay till the end, keeping your eyes closed, so that you will get the 100% experience and magic here. And this is going to definitely, clear a lot of things in the air. This one prayer itself can do a lot of magic. And so I think everyone is ready. If you guys need a break, like a 1-minute break, just find a beautiful space for you. I'll take like 30 seconds. If you wanted to move to a different space, you can go, because this is going to be very beautiful experience. I don't want anyone to get distracted. You can close your door, or maybe you can tell your mom or dad, whoever, please don't disturb me for the next 30 minutes, and you can come back to the space. So those who are watching in live also, please make sure that you're not distracted. Make sure that you're in a quite safe space, just like for 20 minutes. It is just going to take like 20 minutes. And I hope everyone is ready. So right now we will get started with this beautiful magical experience. I'll also try to turn off my camera so that I can see all of you and just give you the exact emotion that you wanted to get. So let me remove my pin also. I wanted to see all of you whether you guys are repeating this after me as well. So yeah, you can place your phone somewhere in front of you so that you will not get distracted and disturbed. I want all of you to close your eyes now, and I'm starting the music. I hope the volume is okay. If can anyone just give me a thumbs up or something if the volume and my voice is okay? Yes. Thank you. Just sit with that beautiful music. Let that music enter your mind. This is such a beautiful music called paradoxical music. If I need to increase the volume, can anyone say? Yes, a little bit. Okay. No? I think it's kind of a mixed one. So people who wanted to increase the volume, maybe you can increase your volume in your phone. And I'll also request you to put your headphones so that you'll get a good experience. The music will also be clear for you. All of you can take a deep breath now. Inhale and exhale through your mouth. One more time, take a deep breath, inhale and exhale through your mouth. And now you can connect your hands with your heart. Bring your hands to your heart. You can either bring one hand or both the hands. And I want you to repeat this mentally after me or out loud, whatever that makes you feel comfortable. Just repeat this after me, whatever I say right now. Firstly, I wanted you to just relax, rest your body well. And now look, bring your mom's image in front of you. Look at your mom's eyes, connect with her. I'm going to tell you to bring both of your parents. So if any of your parents are not in this physical world, you can still bring, don't restrict. As you imagine your mom's face in front of you and connect with your mom's eyes, just repeat this after me one by one. Dear mom, I'm sorry for judging you. Mom, I'm sorry for hurting you. I'm sorry, Mom, for not giving you enough time. Mom, please forgive me for not understanding you. Please forgive me, Mom, for not loving you enough. Please forgive me, Mom, for not respecting you at times. Mom, thank you so much for your unconditional love. Thank you so much, Mom, for loving me even when I hated you. Thank you so much, Mom, for loving me even when I hated myself. Dear Mom, even though I did not tell you many times, I wanted to tell you now that I love you and I really love you. I want you to visualize this. Go and give your mom a tight hug. And you can take a deep breath. Exhale through your mouth. And now I want you to bring your dad's image in front of you. Look at him, look at his eyes, connect with him. And repeat this after me. Dad, I'm sorry for judging you. I'm sorry for hurting you, Dad. I'm sorry for not giving you enough time. Dad, please forgive me for not understanding you. Please forgive me, Dad, for not loving you. Please forgive me, Dad, for not respecting you enough. Dad, thank you so much for your unconditional love. Thank you so much for loving me even when I hated you. Thank you so much for loving me even when I hated myself. Dad, even though I did not tell you many times, I wanted to tell you now that I really love you. Imagine that you're going and giving your dad a tight hug or lean on his shoulder and share your love. You can slowly take a deep breath, inhale and exhale through your mouth. Relax your body. And now I want you to bring any third person in your life with whom you actually wanted to heal. You can take only one person, bring that person's image in front of you. It could be someone in your family, it could be someone in your office, at work, or maybe your childhood friend, or it could be your partner, or it could be a stranger, it could be even an auto driver who actually shouted at you for no reason. You can bring that person's image in front of you and call that person's name and say this: I'm sorry for blaming everything on you alone. I now understand even I'm responsible for this. Please forgive me for not taking responsibility. Please forgive me for holding on to so much negativity. Thank you so much for this lesson and experience. Deep within, I know I needed this lesson to grow. So thank you so much. I now choose to let go of all this negativity. I allow you to move on, and I allow myself to move on. If you wanted to heal this and just unite with this person again, imagine that you're letting go of this particular version of that person and this particular version of you. And if you feel like you really wanted to move on, you can just move on. And repeat this. Finally, sending you all the love. You can take a deep breath, slowly inhale and exhale through your mouth. And this is going to be the final and the most important stage for all of us, where we are going to meet one of the most important persons in our lives, in everyone's life. I want you to bring your own image in front of you. Look at yourself, just how you feel like looking in front of the mirror. And also imagine that you are standing right in front of you in the most beautiful costume. Maybe you can bring any of your favorite pictures on the gram that you posted. And I want you to call your name and repeat this after me. I'm so sorry. You're asking this sorry because just imagine this version of you is right in front of you, but you had gone through so many things, so many ups, so many downs, and there are a lot of times where you did not prioritize yourself. You just put yourself down to prove your love for someone else who really did not prioritize you. There were many times where you did not really understood that you wanted to prioritize yourself. So this forgiveness is all for that version of you. So say this again, call your name and say, I'm so sorry. You can also bring any one incident if you wanted to. Call your name and say, I'm sorry for judging you. Call your name and say this, I'm sorry for criticizing you. I'm the one who underestimates you the most. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me for disconnecting with you. Please forgive me for leaving you alone. Please forgive me for not believing in you. Thank you so much, my dear energy, for giving me this beautiful life. Thank you so much for this connection with the universe. Call your name and say this after me. It doesn't matter who doesn't love you from now, because I love you. Just declare this again with me. It doesn't matter who doesn't love you from now, because I love you. Call your name again and say this. It doesn't matter who doesn't accept you from now, because I accept you just the way you are. And I want you to slowly take a deep breath, inhale and exhale through your mouth, feeling lighter, and wrap your arms around your shoulders and hug yourself now. You can lean on one side of the shoulder if you feel like, and you can also rub one side of the shoulder with the other hand if you wanted to. And don't give a casual one, give a warm, tight hug. And repeat this after me. Call your name. I'm really sorry. Please forgive me for leaving you alone. But don't worry. I'm back now. Thank you so much for this reconnection. And I promise I never leave you alone. And I love you so much. If there is anything that you wanted to tell this version of you standing in front of you, just tell, as you're giving this tight hug to her or him. And how beautiful it is to finally assure and declare that you love and accept you. And now you have realized you were waiting for this love, your love that's there inside you, weren't you? You have realized you were waiting for your own acceptance, not seeking any approval or validation outside. And everything is just starting inside you. So remain in that love, that acceptance, that carefree, and that freedom that you are having right now as you release all those baggages. Stay in that love for a few seconds and feel that love for yourself. Affirm this after me. I love myself more than anything in this world. I want you to slowly release your hands, bring your palms together, rub your palms, and create a beautiful energy. Keep rubbing a little more stronger, and create that self-love bomb that's going to get bursted right now in you. Bring it close to your eyes. Let that vibration pass on to your body through your eyes. Just feel that. You can slowly, gently relax and release your hands and come back to the space as you take your own time. You can take your own time to come back to this space. And if you're ready, okay, yeah, there are messages right now. Okay, how many of you are like, how many of you cried first? Okay, cried so much. Okay, and a lot of you guys cried so much, cried. Okay, much needed. Yes, that music went deep into me. That's nice. Cried. It is normal to cry. Cried. Okay, a lot of you guys cried. I'm so glad, because I'll tell you, this is one of my favorite examples, which I share with everybody, why it is actually completely okay and normal to cry. And also, one more thing that I wanted to add here is that, so there are some questions like, how should I do Ho'oponopono? I will keep it at the end. So let me talk what happened here, like here. One of the most important things, I hope you understood the frame. Like everywhere we did 4 statements. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you and I love you. And together, when we are using these 4 statements, it is clearing so much in the air. It is clearing so much without your knowledge. Like you can see the difference that's happening with yourself, or maybe with your mom, or with your dad, or with a third person that you imagined. Because that energy, I hope everyone is believing in energy, and that is why you're here. And that energy, it does a lot of magic, and you can see that, sense that by tonight maybe you will have a beautiful sleep, and tomorrow you can see that with the other person. And the reason why we do this particular Ho'oponopono is that every problem in our life comes either with not loving ourselves, or maybe not having a proper relationship with our parents. I hope you agree. And mostly any addiction problems that we have, or any relationship issues that we, have, or especially when we do not love ourselves, we have so much like people pleasing attitude and so many other things. We just struggle with so much. And also, when we're not having a good relationship with our parents, then obviously it will reflect in our, romantic relationship or any other relationship, be it you're just working. You can also see that kind of pattern with your colleagues as well. And that is the reason we are actually starting with mom, then dad, and then with third person, to heal and release any blockages that's there with them. And finally, most importantly, ourselves. And which part actually affected you so much? Can you just put it in the chat? I saw that some people cried for mom part, some people cried for dad part, and almost everyone cried for the self part. Okay, Parents, mom, dad. Oh, a lot of mom and dad this time. Self, parents, myself. Okay. Self. Okay. All of it. Okay. Parents and self. Okay. So it is not like you need to cry in all the areas. Maybe some areas will be very happy in our life, and some areas will be like, okay, you haven't even maybe connected with yourself for a long time, and this could be very emotional for you today. So it just happens like that, and it is okay to not cry also. Maybe there might be some, people who felt like, oh my god, everyone is crying, but I didn't even cry. And that is also completely okay. So I'll tell you like how this works. Firstly, those who cried, anytime, like I'll this is the example that I give with, when I this is going to be very easy to understand. That's the reason I give this example. Imagine that there are some tomatoes inside your refrigerator your mom bought, and after 1 month, lot of other vegetables piled on top of it. Your mom completely forgot about those vegetables, and especially that bag of tomatoes. Okay, and one fine day you are seeing it, like your mom and dad is not at home and you wanted to take over the cooking, and okay, you're just figuring out if there is anything. You're finding out those tomatoes, and finally you realize that it's been like many weeks, because the tomatoes are like kind of juicy, and it is smelling so bad, because even though it is inside the cover, you can sense that smell. And what do you do actually at this point? Obviously you know that you wanted to get rid of this. Do you think that, okay, let mom come and clean because I don't want to touch this? Or do you think that, okay, it is already, it's smelling too bad, and I have also, figured it out, okay, this is something that's there inside. So you would obviously take the bag, even though you know that it is going to smell bad. That 1 minute of, that cleaning is going to, even though you're going to discard it immediately, that 30 seconds to 1 minute, it's going to make you feel so bad that you might even puke. So things like this will happen, because just imagine 1 month, it's been like 1 month or maybe even 2 months. So this part is what we are actually doing. Some people, you might be feeling very awkward to go and touch that. Maybe you think that, let me figure it out tomorrow because I don't want to touch it. And for some, you really wanted to get rid of this because it is coming, you saw that, so you will take that, and you will, even though you will feel like, puking or any kind of, sensation in your body by seeing that, you really wanted to discard it. And that 1 minute of uncomfort feeling is actually going to pay you back by having a clean refrigerator, because it is going, you're not going to feel anything bad about, again opening the door, or looking at the vegetables. The fridge is going to be very clean. And that is the same thing that we are having. The subconscious mind has almost everything, any kind of memory, right from your day one to till now, like it has everything. And if we do a lot of research, it is also said that it has a lot of ancestral memories as well. But for now, let's understand that subconscious mind carries all the memories. You might be thinking that you forgot certain things, but it is still there inside. So it's like some of the deep or hurt wounds will just slowly start showing up, and you cannot really, oh my god, what is this? And that is what you are just crying right now. And for some, you feel, okay, this, I know this is going to make me cry, so I don't want to think about it. For some, it is the other way, like this. And for most of you, it just came out to the surface, and you don't have any other way than to cry, because and crying is a way of cleansing. So you can feel good to cry, because the more you cry, the more you clean. And after a couple of days, you might feel like, oh, I'm not able to, feel that kind of, sensation like crying and all, because you're healing. And just because you cry today doesn't mean that you're going to cry lifelong for this thing, right? So that is the most powerful thing about, this is called conversational Ho'oponopono, and that is the most powerful thing about this. And now just imagine that, there is this lot of traffic inside your subconscious mind, and you're just doing a little clearing today. You had cleared this little clearing today. So how would you, when you practice this, like as your, like a Bible or whatever, you keep it like a Bible. If you're going to practice this, like, okay, this is my part of my life, and when you're going to practice this like that, it is going to change a lot of things. Can you just put it in the chat how your life currently, and when you're going to, how your life currently is, and when you're going to practice this for maybe next 1 month or maybe 2 months, or like whatever days, if you're going to heal completely, how happy or how beautiful your healed version would be. And what emotion would you feel right now when you think that, closing your eyes maybe for a couple of seconds, and when you think that right from now, or 30 days from now, or 60 days from now, how happy or magical your life would change. Sanju is doing already. Wow, this is nice. And this is definitely I'm going to talk about at the end of the session for sure. Abundance, overflowing love. That's very nice. Yes, yes, yes. That's so beautiful. Peace, beautiful. Yes, the ultimate thing about Ho'oponopono, or the main thing that you could feel, is that Ho'oponopono gives you so much peace. It is not going to help you in manifestation directly, but it helps in manifestation indirectly, because you're clearing all the space, you're clearing the traffic, so that you can take a beautiful travel. When you know driving, when you have a car, when you have enough money to travel, Ho'oponopono helps you to clear the traffic so that you can do the journey in the most joyful way. Self-love, liberated. Yes, that is something I personally felt when I started practicing Ho'oponopono. Wow, Kausalya says that she has healed her anxiety already. Wow, that is beautiful. Okay, to all the questions, I'll definitely come back. Confidence and self-love. Self-love, a lot of people talk about self-love. That's nice. Okay, that's very beautiful. So I'll just tell you, like, what is this? Like, this is the conversational Ho'oponopono, and this is there on YouTube. I have one more video separately on YouTube just for this conversational Ho'oponopono. So those who wanted to, practice this every day, you can maybe you can get a link from me, and you can practice it every day to heal. Maybe if there is someone in your life you wanted to heal and move on, you can do. Or maybe you wanted to practice more self-love, you can do that. Or maybe you wanted to heal the relationship with your parents, you can do that. So just that part alone, you can just do for every day for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. And you can do it every day, at least for 21 days, you can just try to do it. And also, like, before, there is one more thing which I wanted to ask you guys. I hope you all know that how powerful it is to send a write-up or feedback. I really love. So just make sure that you send me a write-up, because this is like a free offering that I did for my community, and as a part of energy exchange, just give me a because I think people are sending messages that they are leaving. So just leave me a feedback, like your experience, how how happy you felt or how emotional it felt. Just let me know. And this is something that I would give you, like, you can take the recording and you can do it every day. But if you feel like you need more of healing, and if you think that you need healing in a more deeper level, and I'm having my Ho'oponopono, advanced Ho'oponopono sessions, which is going to be really life changing. I'll just show you what are the things that I will be sharing with the people. I'll just I'll just screen share, like, just a minute. We have a beautiful community for this Ho'oponopono. So this is the advanced healing, and I have just written down because I might miss, so I just did it here. So the basic Ho'oponopono healing is the one that I'm going to talk about today at the end of the session. And then we have conversational Ho'oponopono, which I didn't mention here, but that is what we did right now. And then we have advanced Ho'oponopono. So this advanced Ho'oponopono is what Dr. Hewlin did, because he took responsibility for himself, even though he saw 300 patients in that criminal ward. So he took responsibility and he healed himself, and that reflected outside. So that is what the whole concept of advanced Ho'oponopono. And this is what I learned in my certification, like what I did. And it's been like almost 1 year since I started Ho'oponopono, and throughout this I did a lot of research, and that led me to inner child healing through Ho'oponopono. And that is, I think many of you know about inner child healing. So most of your childhood problems are the patterns that you're seeing right now. So through Ho'oponopono, we go and heal the inner version of yourself so that it helps to rewire your subconscious pattern. And then we also have this beautiful chakra healing through Ho'oponopono, where you can balance and heal all the blocked chakras in your body. And then this is something even like a surprise for my current batch. So I think someone is drawing. Can you guys please just stop it? So there is this 5 tools of Ho'oponopono, which I'm going to introduce. This is something that is extremely powerful, and this is something that you can use anytime instantly. And then there is this new thing again. I'm going to introduce EFT and Ho'oponopono, how to combine EFT and Ho'oponopono. So just like how chakra healing through Ho'oponopono, this is going to be EFT through Ho'oponopono, and the research is going to be never ending, and I'm going to add a lot of things. So if you are someone who wants to learn more about it, you wanted to heal, and you wanted to just understand how you can actually self heal yourself and also heal others by healing yourself. If you think that there is a lot in this and you really wanted to understand this, I would invite you to this advanced Ho'oponopono program, which is actually an ongoing program. And the next batch starts on this new moon, 22nd, Sunday. So you guys can just get me the details. If you need more details about it, I can share it. It is going to be a 3-month program where we cover everything. 3-month healing session where we will have sessions from Monday to Friday. On weekends, we are like free. And along with this, we will address everybody's emotions. We will just heal that particular emotion that you wanted to release. Every single day, there will be a live healing. It is not at all a recorded program because this is a healing program. So every single day, we will sit here live, and I will ask you like, what are you feeling right now? What is that you wanted to release? And we will work on that emotion on the spot, and we will heal and release that emotion. And since I'm also a manifestation coach, the way I do this is I will combine both healing and manifesting together. So if you're in Ho'oponopono, we can get the best of both worlds. We can the program is going to be such a beautiful one that you not only cry but you also feel positive at the end of the session. So it's going to be a beautiful combination of Ho'oponopono and manifestation. So that is what we are going to do inside. And if you feel like you really need to take that, okay, this year I'm definitely going to heal myself, or this year I'm going to prioritize myself, invest on myself, you can just ping me and let me know that what is that you wanted to work on. Obviously, I'm not going to invite you just because you are interested. We will see what is that you wanted to work on, and then you can join inside the program. And the program costs rupees 10,000 for 3 months. You will extremely get benefited out of this because a lot of success stories are flowing. People are healing so many things magically, healing money, healing their health, and so many other things are happening. And if you feel like you need to know some success stories from that is related to your problem, I will definitely share. You can reach out to me on DMs so that I can give all the details about it. So there are a lot of chats, and before that I will talk about the basic Ho'oponopono, how you can do. So that this basic Ho'oponopono is the one that we do like, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. And the way Dr. Hewlin did is something like, Dr. Hewlin took responsibility completely, and that is the whole thing about Ho'oponopono. You need to feel that, okay, whatever that I am experiencing right now, it is because that I created this. It is there in my subconscious, so I created it. Let me take 100% responsibility. Once you take that responsibility, you need to chant for 21 times if possible. If not, you can do it for 108 times also, because 108 times is so powerful. So there are people here who did for 108 times already. And yes, I think I can see Bindu here. So Bindu has actually cleared her hormonal acne, which was very, very, stubborn. But with Ho'oponopono, she cleared 90% of her hormonal acne. Because of her PCOS, she had so much of severe acne. And she says that she hadn't even, since 8 years, she is like putting a message in the chat. So this is just a small example because I'm telling this example because she did this only through chanting. She did for 108 times every single day. And she started doing this, and including me, I had severe problem of acidity here, like burning sensation whenever I eat food. So I actually understood a clear way on how to heal it after chanting Ho'oponopono. Just by chanting itself, you can do so many amazing things. So if you're someone who is like really wanted to experience this, like you wanted to get the result out of doing this, stick to 21 days, chant for 108 times. If you're someone who is feeling, okay, I cannot do it for, I don't have enough, concentration to sit and do it for 108 times, start with 21 times. 21 times for 21 days. And slowly after a break, you can do it for 108 times. And that is definitely going to do a lot of magic. And that's about it. I think there are a lot of questions. I'm not sure if I can actually answer everything. So just coming here. Okay, I'm not sure how many people asked me questions. Whatever career or health or money or whatever it is, just think about the problem in your head and start chanting. I think I have Abhinaya here. I'm not sure if she is still there. So she used to say she used to chant in the traffic and the traffic gets cleared immediately, or she will go directly straight without any signals from office to home or home to office. Like all those small things, lost objects, you can find it easily through Ho'oponopono. A lot of magic is happening. So just say these 4 words if you just wanted to get started. But if you feel like you need advanced healing, more healing, and you wanted to, solve issues with relationships, you wanted to heal your body, and if you need a lot of that, you can come and join the advanced Ho'oponopono program, which is going to like give you so many amazing things. And you will also have access to moon circles for free. We will be having lifetime access to moon circles, like you can join anytime. That is something that is an add-on for the Ho'oponopono members. So any questions, you guys can reach out to me separately on DMs, or I think I can do one more live for this because it's already 10 and I'm not sure if you guys had completed your dinner. So I'm just worried about the time. So please forgive me for that. Okay, I think this is the last question that I'm seeing for disease. For example, this is what Bindu did. She had so many acne on her face. She touched her acne and she started chanting, "I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you," because it is she who attracted it in her reality. She's having, so she attracted it. She started chanting, "Yes, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you." Yes, here it is, Sanjay replied. So, and if there is anything else, please uh, put it in the DM. So I think I can reply to it, or maybe I will do it another live and I'll invite all of you one more day on another day. So I'm so sorry, I cannot read all of the chats because the time is like we are running out of the time. And thank you so much. And make sure that you write to me of this experience because I really love and take a lot of screenshots about this. And thank you so much for staying till the end. And I hope this session helped. And the live recording will be shared with you. The previous live recording where I had that particular Ho'oponopono part, that also I'll share with you. So you can do it by yourself whenever you are free. And let me know your success stories, even though you're not a part of the program or whatever. If you just experience some magic, just come and tell me. I'll be really happy to share that to my community. Thank you so much again, and each one of you, because this is something I'm doing for the first time this year, and like we almost hit 100 members, and then like now I think many of them went, but I'm so happy that you are all staying here. Thank you so much again, and we will see on another live very soon, another session very soon. If you guys have, if I'm getting so many questions, I'll definitely host another session by the weekend. So yes, let's stay tuned for another session. Thank you so much, and I'll end the